Hey guys, so today I'm going to do my Makeup Geek must-haves video. So this is all going to be products that I think are unique to Makeup Geek, and that if you were going to be placing a Makeup Geek order, what I think you should pick up, because I don't think you can find it anywhere else. Well, most everything on Makeup Geek is drugstore priced. Even their eyeshadows are drugstore priced, but if you want to get like a full palette of eyeshadows of like, let's say 10 shadows, you're still going to be spending about $70. Well, 60 because they're $5.99. So yeah, 60. So you're still going to be spending about 60 bucks, which is like the price of like a Vice palette. So I wanted to pick out the things that were like the best bang for your buck, because you won't be able to find it anywhere. I personally think when it comes to just like setting up, like, you know, just kind of starting a makeup collection, I honestly think a palette is the way to go, just because you're going to get more bang for your buck. You know, if you pick up a $50 Shade and Light palette with 12 eyeshadows, you know, it's a better deal than picking out, you know, 12 Makeup Geek single eyeshadows. Now, if you have the money to, go for it, because the quality is amazing. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying I'm trying to be budget friendly here is basically what I'm saying. And by having that mindset, I'm trying to pick out the things that's like, okay, you can't get this anywhere else. This is what you need from Makeup Geek. I hope that makes sense. So anyways, let's get going. So let's just start with eyeshadows, because that's the first thing that everybody thinks of. So I have 3 normal eyeshadows to tell you about, 3 foiled, and then 1 duochrome. So the first one that, like, hands down you need in your collection, you need it. This one is Shimma Shimma, and this is just a super, super beautiful light champagne shade. It's literally the most perfect color ever. It's a perfect like all over lid color, it's a perfect brow bone color, it's a perfect inner corner highlight, it's the perfect face highlighter. I love this for a face highlight, and I honestly think that in so many palettes like the Lorac palettes and like Urban Decay, I think shades like this can be patchy and chalky, and I just think it's very, very hit or miss with these like perfect champagne shades, but Shimma Shimma wins it. Shimma Shimma is the best, like, just all over perfect champagne shade in the world. It's the best. I love a Shimma Shimma more than anything. I have 2 in my collection because I need them. The next color is Bitten, and now I was trying to pick out colors where it was like really, really unique, and you know, this is a color that's relatively common, but it's kind of not, because before I had Bitten in my collection, I couldn't find a color in my collection quite like Bitten. I couldn't find one that, wait, this one's Cherry Cola. This one is Bitten. This one's Cherry Cola. You can hardly tell the difference. Anyways, so I couldn't find a color that was quite like Bitten. It was either like too red or not red enough, or too brown or not too brown enough, like it was too dark, it was too light or too dark. Like I couldn't find one that was exactly like Bitten, and Bitten is such a beautiful shade. You can use it with so many things. It's just a beautiful shade that I think you need in your collection, because I have a hard time finding something like this that's like cheaper. Like I'm sure probably Makeup Forever has one or something like that, but like for $5.99 you gotta pick up Bitten. It's beautiful. And then the next, these are kind of like 3 like cult classics, but I tried not to do too many because I didn't want to like just be repeating what everybody else says, but I mean what everybody else says is true. Like the cult favorite colors are all amazing. This next one is called Cocoa Bear, and this is another one where when I originally like thought about filming this video, I was like, I'm not going to talk about Cocoa Bear because everybody talks about Cocoa Bear. But then I was like, I remember before I had Cocoa Bear in my collection, I couldn't find something that was exactly like Cocoa Bear. It was either like too brown or not warm enough or too warm. Like it just, like, this is just, oh, and this with Bitten, oh my god, it's beautiful. And this is so versatile. You can really build it up and make it dark and smoky. You can use it for an everyday look and just do a light hand with it. Like it's just such a pretty, perfect, warm, like brick brown shade. It is it is amazing. So now let's move on. I have 1 duochrome to talk about. Honestly, the duochrome pans I didn't like near as much as the duochrome like loose pigments. I just didn't find them to like pack as much of a punch as I wanted to, except for this one. This one is the duochrome in Typhoon. I used this in a tutorial and like, oh my god. This swatches like butter. It feels like one of their foiled eyeshadows, and it's just like a dark kind of lagoon blue with a really, really pretty greenish teal reflect. It is so pretty, and I think pretty dang unique. Like you could probably find this like in like a Vice palette or something, but again, for $6. Like, this is such a beautiful, unique color. I love it so much, and the color payoff is just bananas. The next one I have to talk about, so when it comes to their foiled shadows, you definitely need to pick up at least one of their foiled shadows because literally nothing compares to their foiled shadows. I mentioned quickly that like some of the Morphe palettes have kind of like dupes, but even in the Morphe palettes, they aren't as buttery and smooth as the Makeup Geek one. So I suggest picking up one neutral one and then one just like crazy off the wall color. So my favorite neutral one is Starry Eyed, and this one is like Shimma Shimma on crack. It is like if you need the most intense, like reflective gold or lid champagne shade, it is Starry Eyed is your girl. I mean, look at that. Oh my god, it's perfect. Again, it's just like Shimma Shimma on crack. It's so beautiful. You can wear it every day. You can wear it on brow bone. You can make it dramatic. Like, you know, you'd have to obviously have to put other colors with it to make it dramatic, but you know what I mean. It is perfect everyday lid shade. Oh my god, it's amazing. And then I have two kind of crazy colors that I really, really, really love and believe that like they're pretty dang unique. The first one is Fortune Teller, and like you could see this seriously from outer space. It is such a beautiful color. I used this in a tutorial recently, and it is just like a bright yellow, almost green gold. It is so creamy, so buttery. Like you rub your finger in these and they feel like butter. Oh my god, it is so unique, so bright. Again, you can see it from outer space. I love it so much. And then the last one is a color that I have yet to like use on my eyes, but I need to because again, this is just such a unique shade. And this one is called Fantasy. And this is like a light mint green, and like I've never seen a brand come out with like a mint green shadow like this. Like, oh my god, look at that. I need to do a tutorial with this. Oh my god, it's beautiful. So, I mean, really, you can't go wrong with any of the duochromes here, like, or not duochromes, any of the foiled shadows. These are all of them. Really can't go wrong with any of them, but those are just some of my favorite, you know, foiled shadows. Definitely pick up one that's kind of like neutral that you can wear every day, and then either your next purchase or in the same purchase, get just like a fun, bold one because you really like, they're unmatched. They're so beautiful. So beautiful and so unique. So I mentioned that I like the duochrome pans, but the duochrome pigments are so much better. And I mean, you can see on my face I have a little bit of a unique look going. That is because I got inspired by this pigment in Hologram. This is what I'm wearing on my eyes, and then this is what I'm wearing on my lips on top of a nude lipstick, and like it is just, oh god, it is just the prettiest. It's like a, let's see, it's like a salmon color with a yellow gold reflect. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of it. You can't even see. Yeah, you see it right there on the thumb. I don't know, you can see it like on my lids. It's so pretty. It's like salmon with a like almost green gold reflect. It is so unique, so beautiful. I love it so much. This one is hands down my favorite of the duochrome pigments. Again, if this just isn't a color you vibe with, pick out any of the colors because they're all amazing, especially these loose pigments. You really get a bang for your buck because they're so concentrated. You really don't need that much. I love them so much, but Hologram is like my bae. Oh my god, I love Hologram so much. And then I have another pigment, but this one's just one of their like normal pigments. This one's an older pigment actually. You know, I'm talking about two because why not? So this one, these are Sweet Dreams and New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve is like a gorgeous kind of glittery pigment, and it's like a champagne base with like pink and gold glitter in it. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to tell, but it's just a beautiful shade. Like, That's literally how I would describe it, is just a champagne with pink and gold reflect, and it is so pretty. If you're not afraid of a little glitter, put this on as a cheekbone highlight and oh my god, you'll be glowing till the night's gone. And then the last pigment that I have to talk about is a lot more subtle. This one is called Sweet Dreams. I use this in my like Victoria's Secret inspired like glowy skin for oily skin sort of look, and it is just a really pretty soft kind of glow from within pigment glow, if I can get any out. So I tried swatching this earlier and like you couldn't see it on my skin because it's literally like almost the same color as my skin. Let me see if you guys can see it. Oh yeah, so that little bit of reflect, it's so pretty. It's so subtle, so soft. It's such a good just like everyday face highlighting shade, and it'd be an awesome just all over lid shade as well. I just think this is so pretty. It's not the most unique thing in the world, but like it's just so pretty as a face highlight. I've been obsessed with it, so I just had to mention it. So the New Year's Eve pigment and Sweet Dreams pigment. Also love the liquid gold pigment. It is like fortune teller in a liquid pigment. So good. Also Utopia is amazing. There's too many amazing pigments. Again, if those colors don't vibe with you, pick out a pigment that like you're just like, yes, that color is me. Just go for it. Do what you want, boo. You do you. And then the last like pigment sort of situation I have here, this is the Makeup Geek, this is the Sparkler in Satellite. And when I was watching Marlena's video when these released, about like kind of explaining the colors and stuff, this one, she said she wanted a gold purple. So like a purple and a gold. And I don't know if you guys are going to be able to tell, but that's exactly what she came up with. She said she literally like just like mixed two colors of glitter together. Well, I'm sure it was more than two, but mixed two together and just created this one. These are so messy because they don't have like sifters on them yet, but it is just the most unique, like literally purple gold. Like it's a gold and a purple. How many times can I say that? But it's like a really pretty like mauve purple. There's sparkles everywhere. Anyways, it's just a really pretty mauvey purple, and I think it is so unique and gorgeous, and I haven't seen anything like this even on the market at all. So I definitely think this is one you should pick up. Oh my god, you can see it's everywhere. Do you see it? Glitter, yay. All the sparklers are really pretty. They're very, oh my god, I hope you guys can see the amount of glitter flying around my room right now. This is hilarious. Anyways, they're very, what's the word? They're very like finely milled, so they feel like pigments, but they're glitters, and they're really pretty. I love this one. I think it's the most unique. Again, if you don't like this color, just pick out a color. All the sparklers are awesome, but this one I just think is hands down like the prettiest, most unique thing I've ever seen. I love them so much. So that is the Sparkler in Satellite. And then last but not least, I have two blushes to talk about. So this is probably one of their like more infamous blushes. This is the Makeup Geek blush in Romance, and this is just a beautiful kind of peachy pinky kind of everyday shade. I've heard this is a dupe for NARS Orgasm. I do not own NARS Orgasm, but there it is right there. It's just a beautiful peach with gold reflect, but like really subtle. This is a lot like if Hologram were to be like toned down a ton and put into a blush. That is exactly what it reminds me of, because it's that peachy tone, but it has that like yellowy gold reflect. It's a really gorgeous everyday blush. And then this one, I have talked about this multiple times. I love this blush so much, and I didn't think that I would. This is the blush in Secret Admirer, and it is a lavender. It's like a lilac lavender, and why I'm putting this in there is because it's one of those blushes that you don't expect to be as pretty as it actually is once you put it on. I have worn this so many times, and it is so flattering on my skin tone, and I don't know what it is about this blush, but it's so pretty and so unique. I don't know any blush from the drugstore, like drugstore priced, that is like this blush. I think it is so unique, so beautiful, and it's just, look at it, look at it. Anyways, guys, this video is so hard to make because honestly you can't go wrong buying from Makeup Geek. If you're placing a Makeup Geek order, you're doing well. Like everything you're gonna get, you will be satisfied, I promise. It's all amazing products. So whatever you get, you're gonna be stoked about, and I hope you will be stoked about it. But I just wanted to pick out my favorite, the most unique sort of things that really stick out to me. My thought process was like, okay, if I had to get rid of everything from Makeup Geek besides these items, what can't I find anywhere else? You know what I mean? So I hope you guys found this helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Oh, and I will have a tutorial for this. If it's not up now, it will be up soon, and if it is up now, I'll link it down below. But anyways, I hope you guys found this helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!